Welcome to episode 12 of the Weekly Whisper. I'm your host, Elian Habanero, and I'm joined by my special guest here, Cuba JR.
Hello, everybody. Cuba JR here.
Thank you for being my guest on the show, Cuba JR.
Thank you very much, and I'm grateful to be here.
Oh, and I'm grateful to have you. And don't get it confused with Cuba Gooding Jr. It's just Cuba JR. And we are here to talk all things 365 pro wrestling. Unfortunately, it's kind of a slow news week in 365. Live events are temporarily canceled at the moment. They're on a hiatus due to the, all the stuff going on in the world that I'm sure everybody knows about. So how can you, what's going on with 365? They're still uploading YouTube videos. They got a bunch of YouTube videos. You can watch all the 365 matches that have taken place. Yeah, what is that?
It just says something very interesting on it.
6 subscribe 365.
365, 100 million subscribers, because that's what I heard.
Oh, that'd be amazing. 100 million subscribers.
It'll probably happen by 2021.
Yes. We're looking at 2021 to get 100 million subscribers. But, I mean, there's all the videos out there from the 365, all the videos from the Vault from the previous company, and you can go back and watch them. I know you might not have time, like during the day, you go to school, I go to work, you come home, you eat, you don't have that much time to do all this stuff. This is a good chance to binge watch, right?
I recommend binge watching all of the matches from last year. Last year was a very dramatic year, it was very action-packed, it was my favorite year of wrestling so far.
Mine too. I don't think there'll ever be a story of that. The closing of PWA and the startup of 365. And so check out the YouTube. Like he said, subscribe. Make sure you help. If you can, how else can you help a YouTube channel grow? I know you're a big YouTube expert.
Watch the ads to the end. Believe it or not, having a bit of patience definitely supports the YouTubers. Also, clicking on the ads, if like a pop-up ad appears, click on that. If they have a sponsor, support the sponsor, because the sponsor, well, they're supporting the YouTuber. So the more money they have, the more money the YouTuber gets.
And of course, liking and comments, like a lot of activity on it helps show that it's like, a popular channel, right?
Yes, because YouTube supports people that have the more subs, sometimes a lot.
Like they come up quicker in the search results and that kind of stuff. And they probably have a better chance of getting the commercials put onto them. So check out the YouTube channel. Always keep following on all the social media. And there's also the 365 Pro Wrestling podcast. You can follow that on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and that's also on YouTube. So you can go and binge listen too and catch up on all this great stuff that you may have missed, as they've been really pumping out a lot of content. And also you can follow your favorite wrestlers on social media. See what they're up to. See how they're reacting to everything that's changing in the world and missing wrestling and whatnot. And the way they do react can help you decide who you're going to cheer or boo for when the live events do resume. So just out here in Ontario yesterday, they announced all non-essential businesses will be closed starting on Wednesday. And they announced that the school, the hiatus from school is going to be extended even longer. So people are going to have a lot of time to go back and watch all the stuff. So if you get a chance, maybe spend an hour or two soaking up some 365 content. So,
especially Cuba content. Wink, wink.
Absolutely. Thank you for the cheap plug. So, a lot of the wrestlers are really missing wrestling, and it's something that they look forward to, and all the fans that can't do it. What do you say to someone that can't do the thing they love? What can they do to get through the time?
You could go back and play wrestling games. I actually have a favorite one. It's very good. You could go back and watch your favorite matches, and there's a lot of wrestling documentaries. You could go watch those, because it's about wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. But what's your advice to other people that are not able to do the things they love, that may not be wrestling?
Go back and binge all of the 365 wrestling matches of this year.
No, I mean the people that don't like wrestling. Let's say they love hockey or something. What can you tell them when they can't do the thing that they love, or watch the thing they love, or just go back and watch the old stuff, or is that
go back and watch the old stuff? I like watching the very first. So if you for example, let's just say wrestling, WWE. Go back and watch the oldest matches to see how the company really started.
Yeah, that's right. Do the history of it, right? So, you said wrestling video game. What is your favorite wrestling video game?
WWE 2K13.
Oh, 2K13.
I played it with my friends when I was younger because of the create a character system, how you can make them look very strange.
Yeah, you can do anything with them. That's the one with CM Punk on the cover, I believe, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, and what about people, like, they're telling people, like, don't go out unless it's for essential items like medicine or groceries and whatnot. They want people to stay in and self-isolate. How do people stay in shape? Like, especially the wrestlers who are used to going to the gym a lot and stuff. What can you tell them? What can you do to stay in shape still?
Do the weightlifting where you grab a weight and go up and then down.
What if they don't have a barbell? Can they just use something around the house, or?
They could do push-ups, sit-ups. I actually have a friend, much older than me, but they're excellent at that type of stuff. And basically,
What, just making
they're very good at
workouts?
working out, yes.
Oh, I see.
I stuttered there.
That's alright, I've been stuttering a lot in every episode. Go back and watch all the other 11 episodes. So, some of the promotions, I know WWE and AEW and then some smaller ones have been still doing shows, but without the fans there. What do you think of that? Do you think that's a good idea, or they should just wait until they can have the fans back?
It is a very good idea because if you're a company and you can't make money, it would obviously be a big downfall of the company. So being able to upload streams or videos of the wrestling would definitely support you. So I think it's great. Although it may be sad you can't go there in person, it's still great.
Still, yeah, still something for people to watch, and some of them have TV contracts they gotta, I don't know, but I watched a couple of them. It's really not the same without the fans. What else do we got here? Okay, speaking of 365, who's your favorite 365 wrestler?
Man, there's a lot of them. I couldn't think. Elian Habanero, also known as.
I don't wrestle in 365.
You will, right?
I will, but I haven't yet. But I guess I'm considered I'm a
Cuba's
roster
just
member.
so good, you know. If only Cuba would wrestle.
Anybody else?
Joey something. I've heard him before. Do you know a Joey?
Joey Allen?
Yes.
The big
Joey.
strong guy? Yeah,
Yes.
he was a guest on my show like 2 episodes ago.
Very strong.
And you used to, as some people don't know, you're my cameraman. You used to come with me to the shows and stuff like that. So what's the best match that you ever saw live?
The best match I ever saw, the Pure Violence match with
Which one?
Warhead and the other guy.
Like, was it the last one you saw?
Yeah, the last one I saw.
Oh, Warhead and Jeff Black.
Yeah, Warhead and Jeff Black.
Oh, okay, alright.
That was excellent. Go watch it.
And, I mean, you say that you like coming with me to the events. What is your favorite part of going to the wrestling shows?
The crowd, it's always so loud. Whenever somebody, that the crowd's seen before and they recognize, it's always so loud. And the community, you can just tell they really like going to the shows, and it makes me feel like I'm part of a very nice and friendly community, so.
Yeah, everybody
Keep
seems to
in
know
very
each
well.
other. It's the regulars and whatnot. And, like I mentioned before, you were my cameraman. What is the best thing you ever filmed me doing, do you think?
When you did the talkings about Egg Shop.
The Ike Shaw videos? Check those out. I actually shared one of those recently. I had, 6 parts? 6
Yeah,
parts Ike
6
Shaw on my YouTube? Alright, yeah, those are pretty funny.
They were very funny.
What is your favorite wrestling move?
Favorite wrestling move? Chokeslam, iconic. Grab somebody and slam.
Oh yeah, the chokeslam. I definitely know that one. So, for the fans, you can follow along. I love when you comment. I want to hear the comments on the YouTube video, because I got this little thing called the comment corner. So if you comment on it, I will, read your comments on air and give you a little shout out. So I would like if you guys could answer all the questions that I asked my guest here. How you feel about those. What was your answers to all the things that I asked him? And so far in 365's short career, what has been your favorite 365 moment? And here's a fun little thing that I'd like to debut. We don't know when it could be the next 365 show, so why don't you send me your list, comment on the YouTube video, if you could fantasy book your own 365 pro wrestling show, what would the matches look like? So I just want to say thank you so much for being my guest on this episode 12 of the Weekly Whisper. Any closing comments?
Subscribe and like the video. Goodbye.
And that's exactly how I was going to say it, but I was going to say it like this. Like her, you get a leg drop. Comment her, you get a clothesline. Subscribe her, you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero, with your special guest, Cuba JR.
Cuba.
I love wrestling.